So I've decided to make one last video for 2021, and I decided I watched a lot more than I normally do and a wider range of genres. So I'm going to list my favorite anime and my least favorite, as well as some that I wanted to see, but I couldn't. Also, don't worry about spoilers, you guys, because I'm not going to give any spoilers. I'm going to be vague, but basically say why I liked it or I didn't like it without going in depth. So, yeah. Before I begin, I am going to make a prediction that when I get to the anime that I didn't like for 2021, I'm going to make some people angry, because a lot of these are popular animes. And before you guys start to get your pitchforks, I'd like to remind you guys, it's just my opinion, and you're more than welcome to disagree with me. So, yeah. First up, I loved Obey Me. It was super short. Episodes weren't long, but I felt like it was a really nice companion to the phone game, which I also became very quickly obsessed with this year. Yeah. If you guys like the game, definitely go watch the anime. The next one that I feel like was a great anime for this year, it just ended recently, and I had a little issue with the ending, but not enough to the point where it wasn't one of my animes of the year, and that is The Night Beyond the Tricorn Window. Again, after thinking about it, I just really wasn't sure about the ending, but I still enjoyed it all the way through. It's not a popular one, but I definitely think it's worth checking out. Skate the Infinity was one of the animes that I actually did a weekly review there for a while before I had to drop it and then do like a summary of my thoughts at the end of the series, because there was a point where I kind of got bored of it. But after the end, everything I felt like kind of just wrapped up nicely. And let's be real, Longa and Reki were such a cute OTP. The donghua for 1,000 Autumns was a surprise hit for me. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, and I went into it pretty blind, except for, the trailer I watched, which I watched without subtitles. And in the end, I was so enthralled, and I would love to read the novel, but I'm going to wait and till, the donghua's over, and season 2 is coming out next year, so I'm excited to watch it. The Danmai for Legends of Exorcism had season 2 come out this year, and it ended at such an infuriating cliffhanger, and I need season 3. I need it. I need to know what happens next. I think the only thing that's kept me going is that the English translation of the manhwa is on Bilibili Comics app. So I've been reading that as the chapters come out. It's not even close to where season 2 is, but I'm enjoying it, and it's keeping me sane for now. The final season of MDZS aired this year, and oh my gosh, what an emotional roller coaster this one was. Some things were changed, which I expected, and I wasn't really sure about some of them, but overall I felt like it was a great companion to the novel. And it made me hyped up to read the official English version, which I am currently reading right now and loving it. Which leads me to my next one. The English dub for Heaven Official's Blessing came out and is still airing, and I'm really loving the English dub. I'm actually able to take in a lot more with the dub compared to the subtitled version, and honestly, I hope more get dubbed. Like, I don't know, maybe Grandmaster of Demonic Cultivation. Come on, guys, please. The rest of the ones I list for the ones I've liked for 2021 are the ones that are currently being dubbed and are ongoing. And again, don't worry, I will not be giving spoilers. So you can watch the rest of these without worry. The Vampire Will Die in No Time is just a random show that I saw was dubbed on Funimation, and I have a subscription. I'm trying to find more stuff to watch on there, and I was like, why not? It looks dumb, but I guess I'll watch an episode. And now I'm watching weekly because I'm excited to know what more stupidity is going to happen, and I'm loving it. If there was ever an anime that I think I could relate to the most, it's Life Lessons with Oni-san. I don't know. It hits too real. The main character in particular makes me want to laugh and cry at the same time. And the final, but not least, best anime of 2021 that had a dub come out, and I believe the second season also aired this year, is none other than Moriarty the Patriot. I listed this towards the end with the dubbed ones that aren't finished because the dub isn't finished, and I've only watched up to the point where it's dubbed. I want to see more of it, but I don't want to switch to the Japanese voices, you know? So I'm just kind of waiting patiently for the rest of the dub to air. These are all animes and donghwas that, if it has an English release, I will be buying the Blu-rays, without a doubt. Some of them, like donghwas especially, I don't expect one, except for Heaven Official's Blessing, which, if they do again, I will be purchasing. Before I get to the list of ones that I didn't like, here are a couple honorable mentions that I would have probably liked had I been able to watch them, but I haven't been able to access them yet because they're just not up. I keep waiting for Crunchyroll to put them up, and they just haven't yet, as far as I can tell. First up is the Given OVA that came out this month. It's still not on Crunchyroll. I checked. It's not there. Crunchyroll, when are you going to put that up? When can I consume this? I want to support it. I want to watch it legally. Give it to me. And finally, the Spanish Hen OVA for Dakachi. I would love to. I know it's controversial, but I really loved Help I'm Being Sexually Harassed by the World's Sexiest Man. It was hilarious, and it started out weird, but their relationship ends up becoming, honestly, really adorable. And I'd like to see this part animated. Now we have to get to the part where I am going to make some people mad, and I am going to list the anime of 2021 that I didn't like. Ooh, I'm scared of you guys. First up, Bungo Stray Dogs 1. I wanted to like it, and I wanted to enjoy it, but I got bored. I don't know, like, I didn't hate it, but I got bored. I think sometime down the road, I'll give another chance, but as it is, I had to just drop it for now. Next one up, The Defective. This one really hurts the most out of all the ones that I listed for the ones I don't like, because I really wanted to like this one. It was very beautifully animated. It had a strong start, but I just feel like the pacing was bad, and eventually I just stopped caring, so I dropped it. This next one, called Drowning Sorrow, is another one by Priest, and it is also done and it is also on Funimation. I really wanted to like this one too, but I just couldn't get past the wonky animation. I gave it a 3-episode try. I ended up dropping it. Hetalia World Stars was a huge disappointment as well, because I used to really love the anime. I used to be pretty big in the fandom. Like, I wasn't on the cringy side, but like, you know, just silently enjoying it myself. But I don't know, it just wasn't as good as the other seasons, or maybe I outgrew it. I don't know. I'm usually more open to isekais, so I checked this one out. But honestly, I find the whole premise a bit icky, especially the protagonist. Nothing about it sits right with me. I don't understand why people like it, but everybody's gonna like something, and this anime clearly has fans, but I'm not one of them, and I never will be. So, yeah, no. And lastly, Yashuheim. Like, I get it, it's popular, it's a continuation to Inuyasha, which was one of my beloved series when I was younger. I was excited for this. I wanted to like this, but I hate it with every fiber of my being, that I reject it. I don't consider it canon. It's not even by the original writer. Yeah, she kind of participates in certain stuff, but she's not like writing this crap, you know? And I hate what they did to the other characters from the old version. I hate it. I could probably go on an hour-long rant on how much I hate what they did to Inuyasha, what they did to Kagome, but most importantly, Sesshomaru and Rin. No, I won't support it. It doesn't exist to me. It's not here. It's not there. It's never going to be on my shelf of my Inuyasha collection. And I mentally block it. I don't like it. So was my prediction right? Do I have any people hating on me yet? Are the comments filled with hate? I'm scared to check. And no, it's okay. You guys can hate. Freedom of speech and all that. Well, you're down in the comments section either disagreeing or agreeing with me. Let me know down below, what are some of the animes of 2021 that you liked or hated? Again, there's just so much anime out there that it's so easy to find things, you know, that you will like. Usually more so than that you don't. But yeah, I'm very curious. And if you guys want to stick around and see me into the next year, I'd be happy to have you. Bye.